I always wonder how people come at, the different angles they come at things. And I think it may be apocryphal, but I'm pretty sure that I think they shot like 3, or I don't know if they shot them, but they had 3 possible endings for Casablanca. And one of them was Humphrey Bogart saying to Ingrid Bergman, "Baby, I'm coming with you. Fuck the French guy." And they get on the plane and, it's just like, he can find someone else.
Not the same. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the plane takes off and kooky music plays. Yakety Sax, I think, Benny Hill theme.
That would have been great.
Yeah. They missed an opportunity. But
I think ending Casablanca with
and the war got won and Hitler got beat. And that's all you need to know. And Rick, if you want to follow their story more, it's Casablanca 2.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I have to say, I'm going to say this last thing, and my brother Neil agrees with me. A bird cawing always makes me laugh because I always picture, whenever a bird's like, "Bah, bah," and it will sometimes take me out of a movie. And like the iconic ending of The Godfather when they're talking, what's his name? The brother-in-law.
Josh.
Who killed Sonny.
Carlo.
They're talking to Carlo, and they pretty much tell him... Josh, yeah. Josh, we never should have let you in the family, Josh. There's no one named Josh in The Godfather. That. Look, give him a job, but not in the family. I love that.
Josh, not even Josh.
I love that Josh trying to become a made guy, and they bring Josh into a room, and they're like, "This is a great sacred oath. You will now become made into this thing of ours." Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah.
I always think, so in that scene, they're telling Carlo, Carlo, we know that stunt that you pulled. Do you think it was going to fill? And in the background, you hear, "Caw." And I always laugh.
I've never noticed that.
Always laugh. Listen to that scene. A bird goes, "Caw, caw." And when there's a bird on a branch cawing, they immediately take, and the same thing happens with a horse. Yes, but he doesn't know he's going to die yet.
No.
They're just kind of telling him, we know.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, trust me. It's time. If you thought that Josh is in The Godfather, then you don't deserve to watch The Godfather. But anyway, watch that scene, because they're saying, like, "You think that would fool a Corleone?" And then you hear, "Caw, caw." The bird's sort of like, "Fuck you. Ha ha, Carlo. You're going to die. You think you're getting away, but you're not going to."
So you come along, you're doing theater, and then this thing that people dream about happens, which is you get noticed. Francis Ford Coppola is going to make The Godfather, and he says, "I want this guy, Al Pacino." And the studio says, "Fuck you."
Of course.
We want Robert Redford. We want someone who's been a success. We want someone who looks a certain way. We want someone probably blonde hair, blue eyed, whatever. They don't want you, I've seen the screen tests where they're saying, "Okay, well, how about Jimmy Caan as Michael Cole? How about," they're trying everybody. They're throwing everybody in there. Yeah. But Francis Ford Coppola sticks with you. They start shooting. And you can tell, you read in the book and it's riveting on the set. People are like, "I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this guy. I don't know what." And you can feel it. Wow. Here's what's amazing to me. These scenes that I've watched and that everyone's watched in this room 100,000 times that are now iconic masterclasses in how you play a character. You're doing it and people are going, "Oh man, let's hope they get a real actor in here soon." Which is unbelievable to me. To me, I look at that performance, and as you say in the book, your concept, which was clearly the right one, which is you got to slowly see Michael come to this position. And then there's the iconic scene where they're all trying to figure out, after Vito's been shot, what to do. And you are sitting there with your broken jaw and you say, "Okay, we arrange a meeting," and the camera's pushing in. I can't watch that and I can't talk about it without tingling, because I think it is a beautiful way to tell a story through acting, but it takes patience. You talk about it, you would take long walks. You get the film, but it hasn't started shooting yet. You took long walks. I'm glad to know that in coming up with who Michael Corleone was, you got your steps in. They should make a Fitbit that tells you, "You have achieved the character." But you know what's fascinating to me that I didn't know is that Coppola wants to show the studio, so it wasn't supposed to shoot yet, but he moves up The famous scene in the Italian restaurant. Salazzo. Yeah.
Salazzo.
I mean, the thing is, you shoot that scene, which is, to this day, I can't watch that scene and not have my eyeballs fall out. Don't let this man go to the bathroom. I know. So you shoot that scene, they send that scene to Paramount, to the suits back in L.A., and they go, oh, okay. That's an old Coppola trick. He put me in a film, it wasn't working out, and they threw me out of a car. That's that scene, and they knew. And what's so amazing is, movie comes out, and this surprised me. Movie comes out, it's a phenomenon. I remember it was 1972. I would have been 9 years old at the time. All anybody did was talk about that movie. People quoted it. It was, it's hard to describe today what a huge cultural moment it was.
I don't know if you have a favorite Western. I think mine personally might be The Unforgiven.
That's a good one.
Because it's a movie where every single character is trying to do the right thing, and nobody's doing the right thing. And
that's really well said on that. Yeah, even Little Bill thinks he's...
Little Bill is a sadist and has his, but Little Bill is trying to keep the peace.
Yeah, he thinks he's just being a good sheriff.
Right. And everybody misinterprets and misunderstands what's happening. And that movie really spoke to me because I thought, that is so true of the world we're in. People don't say, even without getting too political, people on Fox News or MSNBC, people don't say, I'm going to go be evil now. Everybody in their own way thinks they're doing the thing that's going to save the day, and we're all careening off a cliff.
Yeah, no, and actually it's their righteous indignation about it that's so sad. Because there's never a chance to listen to the other guy.
Yeah.
Because you're demonizing the other guy.
Right. And in The Unforgiven, if Clint Eastwood and everyone else and Gene Hackman and Morgan Freeman, if everyone got in a room for a minute and talked, they'd go, oh, wait a minute. Okay, no. Oh, so that was a minute. Right. Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here. But one of the highlights of my life is I never got to interview Clint Eastwood. I don't know him. I've obviously idolize him as an actor and his work. I ran into him once and I told him, I said, I hate to bug you. I just ran into him and I was introduced to him and I said, I just got to tell you that how much I love that movie, The Unforgiven. And he was just nodding and being Clint Eastwood and very cool. Nice, but very not saying much. And then I said, and I made my point that everyone's trying to do the right thing. And he was nodding like, yep, kid, I think you got it. That's right. Good for you. Here's a cookie. And then I said, and I love the line at the end where Kill Bill's lying on the floor. I mean, Kill Bill, where I'm doing everything. I love the part at the end where Gene Hackman's lying on the floor and he realizes that he's going to die. And he says, I don't deserve this.
I don't deserve this. To die like this.
Clint Eastwood looks at him and says, and just then Clint Eastwood cut me off and said the line,
oh,
it's got nothing to do with deserve.
Deserve's got nothing to do with it.
And I tingled. I'm still tingling even thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I bowed and then backed away because I thought it's never going to get better than this.
Yeah, no, you hold on to that.
Hold on to that. And
pressure sealed.
Yeah, I went to a doctor immediately and he said, all your life signs show that you are now 30 years younger biologically.
I wanted to masturbate.
I don't know how you feel about it because I love the movie No Country for Old Men. But at the end, when Javier Bardem's fantastic serial killer and Tommy Lee Jones miss each other. I think a day doesn't go by when I'm not enraged. And I love the Coen brothers.
Yeah.
But I wanted my money back. I was no, you've got, and I thought Quentin Tarantino wouldn't do that to me.
Yes.
If you ever get the right to remake the last 10 minutes of that movie.
I wouldn't do that and then give Tommy Lee Jones a monologue that's apropos of nothing. And then say the end. What?
Here it is, the Quentin Tarantino ending to the Coen brothers' No Country for Old Men. A 10-minute really cool speech about Slim Jims.